Good morning and good afternoon, everybody, respective of the country you are watching this live session. Welcome to H&H Global Education. H&H Global is a global platform for international students with offices around the world. Today, we have invited one of our partners university, Ulster University. University's Global Recruitment Officer, Ms. Natasha Walsh, will be available with us. We're going to discuss about different courses available for Ulster University January 2021 session. Along with that, we're going to discuss about September 2021 session. Apart from the entry requirements, we also discuss about the courses available for upcoming sessions. We're going to see how much scholarship the university is offering for the next sessions, and we're going to take question and answer sessions for our prospective students. So any prospective students who is watching this live session through our Facebook channel, through our YouTube channel, along with that to our Twitter, if you are getting updates, if you have any question, please feel free to email us. Our dedicated online team is available to give you answers instantly. You can email us at info@hhglobaledu.co.uk. You can also WhatsApp us, and also our Facebook Messenger is open for you as well. So any prospective students who is asking any question, please feel free to join our session. We shortly gonna invite our guest, Ms. Natasha. She'll be joining with us. Before that, we're gonna give you a brief a short briefing about what is H&H Global. H&H Global is a global platform, and with office in Dhaka, Bangladesh. Along with that, we have office in India, Ahmedabad, with information center in China, and we also have office in Eid, Morocco, with a head office in London. We have a dedicated recruitment team around the world. We work with more than 40 UK institutes. So let me take on to the board our guest, Ms. Natasha.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm Natasha from Ulster University. Thanks for having me today.
Yes, thank you very much, Natasha, for joining our session today. As our viewers, we just before a couple of minutes ago, I mentioned that what we'll be doing during this live session. As January 2021 session is coming up, we're going to discuss about different courses available for Ulster University, and we're going to see any prospective students asking any questions. We go through the entry requirements, the scholarship options, the IELTS English requirements, and also during this pandemic situation, how Ulster University helping their prospective students, what is their step in terms of enrollments, accommodation, and other steps that they have been taking. So I'd like to introduce our prospective guests through the live session, through the Facebook channel and the YouTube channel as well. So I'd like to request Natasha to give his opening speech.
Excellent. Well, thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you joining today to hear more about Ulster University. I want to keep this quite informal today. So do people have the opportunity to ask any questions if they want to? Is there a format to do that? Yes, I think there's a private chat. So yes, please do ask any questions. Would you like me to share my screen with a presentation?
Yes, please. Yes, you can.
Brilliant. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, can I just ask everyone if you can see the presentation slide okay?
Natasha, it's not coming up.
Not coming up, okay. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, I'm taking into the screen now.
Excellent. Brilliant. So everyone, my name is Natasha. I'm the Global Recruitment Officer for Ulster University. I would say that I'm very happy to answer questions at any time. You can always get in touch with me directly via email or via WhatsApp, and those are my contact details. So in terms of why Northern Ireland, many of you will be looking to study in the UK, and I just want to really quickly share with you some reasons that you should think about choosing Northern Ireland as your UK study destination. So we're very easy to get to. We have lots and lots of flights from London, Manchester, Birmingham every single day. Some really key important bits of information about Northern Ireland. The first thing, we have the lowest cost of living in Northern Ireland. Okay, so it means that you can keep the cost of your studies low, and obviously you incur less debt. One of the really lovely things, and something that our students always comment on, is people of Northern Ireland are lovely. We have been voted the happiest people in the UK. People are very warm, welcoming and friendly. And also our employment rate is at an all-time high. There's excellent graduate opportunities, even during this pandemic, especially in the roles of IT, software development, the finance sector, and we also have companies in Northern Ireland that are looking at ways to resolve the current pandemic, and there are many, many graduate opportunities in roles, biomedical roles and science-based roles as well. We have been voted in the top 10 digital economies of the future. So that is for students really looking at the finance and fintech sector. And that was the only UK city outside of London to be voted. We also are a very, very safe city to study in, and we have the lowest crime rate in the UK. We are also one of the most beautiful areas of the UK, and Lonely Planet, which I'm sure you've all heard of, voted us as the #1 region to visit. And this is just a glimpse of some of the scenery on the right-hand side. If any of you watched Game of Thrones, most of Game of Thrones was filmed in Northern Ireland. I've travelled a lot, and I have to say it really is one of the most beautiful parts of the world. You will obviously be looking at graduate opportunities, especially with the post-study work visa, which will allow you to remain in the UK for 2 years on the graduate immigration route. So I've mentioned the growth in the finance sector. And also we are one of the UK standout regions for legal services as well. We have many multinational companies that have chosen to set up in Belfast in Northern Ireland, such as Citi, Deloitte, PwC, and that is because of the low cost of living. This is just a snapshot. Perhaps some of you might be interested in roles such as data science or artificial intelligence. And this is just a snapshot of some opportunities available in the UK at the moment. So when I last looked, there were over 14,000 opportunities. I know many of you might also be interested in law. So as I said in my previous presentation, law really is one of the standout services in Northern Ireland. We have many American law firms that have chosen to set up head offices in Belfast, all looking for graduates. We have 4 campuses across Northern Ireland, and this is one of our beautiful campuses on the right-hand side. And this is our Magee campus. We are almost 200 years old, so we have a long lineage of heritage. And the really excellent thing is, for students coming in January intake, your final semester will be on our brand new Belfast campus. So currently, the investment has been well over 300 million. We will be the only city centre campus and city centre university in Northern Ireland. It's absolutely beautiful, and the entire top floor will be a special centre just for our international students. Could I perhaps ask for some feedback in terms of subject areas that students are most interested in, just so I can go through those?
Yes, actually. So basically, majority of the students are from South Asia, particularly from Bangladesh. They are mostly interested for education and law courses. Some of the courses are communication and media, but mostly for education and law and business faculties.
Excellent. So we can look at law. Well, the Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences faculty is our faculty for law. For January intake, we have 3 one-year masters. So all masters in the UK are 1 year. And those are in law, commercial law with ADR, human rights and transitional justice. Those we have 3 LLBs at January entry. Okay, and we are also, I think we're currently 7th in the entire UK for our research impact in the area of law. With regards communication and media, they would be September intake programs, so we're best to focus on January at the moment. Would anybody be interested in any science programs?
Yes, particularly the biomedical science, pharmacy and pharmaceutical science is the most common courses that most of the students actually choose.
Brilliant. Okay, so for January intake, we have our 1-year masters in nursing. For the remainder of these programs, the next intake would be September intake. Now, Ulster really is leading in the area of biomedical sciences, nursing, pharmacy, and optometry. For pharmacy, we are actually ranked 2nd in the whole of the UK. Our fees are low, but the quality of teaching is extremely high. For pharmacy, for example, this is at both undergrad and master's level. We have an on-campus kind of mini pharmacy. It's not open to the public, but it is staged as a mini pharmacy where students can get on hands-on experience of working within that setting. For biomedical sciences, we're currently ranked 5th in the UK for biosciences. And any students interested in optometry, we're currently ranked 1st for optometry. So it is a huge area of expertise for Ulster. But for students, please bear in mind the next intake for that would be September. Okay. Briefly, just to look at engineering, we're 9th in the UK for engineering overall, and we do have approximately 5 programs, including mechanical engineering, all open for January intake, but I appreciate that's not an area that students might be interested in. The business school offers are the most programs for January intake. The excellent thing about the business school is most of the programs all come with an advanced practice module, which brings the master's duration up to almost 20 months. Okay. Options within this would be the MBA with advanced practice. So anything with advanced practice includes a 15-week unpaid internship. Now, many UK universities are struggling to place international students for internships during the COVID pandemic. However, the great thing at Ulster is students are guaranteed this work experience because if you cannot be placed within a company, you will do a consultancy project with a company. And these consultancy projects are wide ranging. They're with all of our industry partners. One project that a student is working on at the moment is with the Tourist Board. So that is with the Tourist Board of Northern Ireland, and they're looking at a full project of how to promote Londonderry to visitors from outside the UK. So they're doing focus groups, they're doing research with other companies, they're looking at other countries to look at competitors. So it's excellent experience for any CV. For anybody interested in hospitality, we're 2nd in the UK for hospitality, and also a programme that's open for January for anybody who has ACCA, ACCA papers, or who has ACCA exemptions. Perhaps you studied a BCom degree. We have a master's in strategic accounting and extended strategic accounting. Both of those include work experience with one of our industry partners, and that work experience is paid. And at the end of that program, you will be eligible to be fully chartered by ACCA. So that's a one-off programme at Ulster, and there's very few universities that do offer that in the UK at the moment. Okay, so I will send you, obviously we can send you the course listings, and if there's a course that you're particularly interested in, just let us know at the end of this discussion and we can give you some more information about it. Okay, so entry criteria, and we're looking at postgraduate for January. It's a 4-year bachelor's degree that we need with 55% or above. Okay, so anything with 55% or above means you're eligible. English language requirements. There has been a development, and the great thing for Bangladesh is we will now accept an MOI, so a medium of instruction letter. If your degree was taught in English and you graduated within the last 3 academic years, so for January intake, that would be anybody who graduated after fall semester 2017, you will be exempt from IELTS. Okay? We also have TOEFL, IELTS indicator, and PTE. For fees, fees for a 1-year master's are from 14,700, and for a master's with advanced practice or applied research, which is 2 years, it's 19,700. The amazing thing about Ulster is every single international student is guaranteed a scholarship, and that scholarship is £2,000. Okay, and that's automatically deducted from your tuition fees. The other great thing about Ulster is you do not pay fees in full upfront. You pay with an instalment plan if you wish, and that is over 5 equal instalments. If your course is over 2 years, you pay over 10 instalments, so it really does help you spread the cost. Okay, the minimum scholarship of £2,000. For anybody looking at undergraduate for September, you will get £2,000 per year. So the total is actually £6,000. The cost of living, as I mentioned, in Northern Ireland is very, very low. We are approximately a quarter of the price, if not less, than London. It is extremely cost effective to study in Northern Ireland compared to the rest of the UK. You can work for 20 hours per week on your Tier 4 visa. And there's an excellent range of student jobs in Northern Ireland, from supermarkets to fast food delivery, hotels, retail. There are a great number of student jobs in Northern Ireland. The great thing about Northern Ireland as well is there's just 2 universities, and Ulster University is the largest. So there is less competition for student jobs. In many parts of the UK, there are hundreds of thousands of students all competing for the same jobs. Northern Ireland is much less. Accommodation is all on campus, and it's guaranteed for international students. And this is just a snapshot of some of the accommodation. Many of it is brand new. It's completely state of the art. We joke in the office that a lot of it is nicer than our own homes. It's a beautiful place for students to study and to live. Some of them even have cinema rooms, gyms, state-of-the-art kitchens. Importantly, our graduate employability rate is very high. So over 94% of our graduates are in work or further study within 6 months. And Ulster really does support students in finding those jobs. That includes part-time jobs while you study, and also graduate job opportunities after you complete your master's. Okay. That is everything. So I just want to say thank you. That was a very quick run through. And please do ask any questions.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much, Natasha, for going through the whole detail about the entry requirements, the scholarship available for our prospective students, along with some of the snapshots of the courses that is available for January and September 2021. And now I'd like to actually discuss some more in detail about some of the key courses that is available for January session.
Definitely.
Mostly our Bangladeshi students, because of the pandemic, we have seen a growing number of nursing students. They have done their bachelor degree. Yes, they have done their bachelor degree in Bangladesh, 4 years diploma, some of the students. So now we are getting a growing number of applications. So I like to basically in detail about what nursing courses are available for January session, or if it is September, how is student going to apply and what is the in detail about information about those particular points, please?
Excellent. Well, that's great to hear because nursing is ranked 7th in the whole of the UK, and we're also top 50 in the world. So one of the great things about nursing at Ulster is to work as a nurse in the UK, you have to have completed your OSCE. So that is a test that prepares you professionally to be allowed to work within the NHS in the UK. There's only 3 OSCE testing centres in the whole of the UK, and Ulster University is one of them. Okay, so can I just confirm students would have completed a 4-year nursing degree?
They have done a 4-year nursing degree, yes, please. Yes.
Excellent. So for January intake, we have our Masters in Nursing. I will share my screen again just to show you, and then we can send students a link to this as well. Bear with me a second. Okay, so hopefully you can see this, folks, but this is a link to our online prospectus to the Masters in Nursing. This is a 1-year programme and it is available for January intake. The fees for this programme are £14,700. Okay, but you will automatically receive a £2,000 scholarship, which brings your fees down to just £12,700. For the MSc in Nursing, we also have 6 additional £1,000 scholarships available for students who apply and pay their deposit before the middle of November. Okay, that's something I would urge students to think about and to do as soon as possible and do avail of those scholarships. The entry conditions, we ask students to have completed a 4-year degree.
Yeah.
If the student has completed their degree within the last 3 academic years, you will be exempt from IELTS. If not, if you don't have an MOI, we would ask you to do IELTS, and we ask for 6.0 with no band below 5.5. Okay.
Yes.
In terms of what you study, the modules are all geared around I guess professional working. So professional decision making is one. Palliative care. There are a number of optional modules if students wish to go in and specialise in something in a particular area. And also there is on campus like a clinical setup. So you won't be in a hospital working because it's just a 1-year Masters, but there will be the option then to, once you graduate, to work within the NHS in Northern Ireland. And I would like to stress that in Northern Ireland, there really is a shortage of nurses within our trust. So we know that there are job opportunities for nurses that come through this pathway at Ulster and who wish to work for the NHS and to stay in the UK to work. The opportunity is there. And as I said, Ulster is one of only 3 OSCE test centres in the whole of the UK.
Okay, and in terms of the entry requirement, you mentioned that some of the students have done some medical courses, but they want to move into the nursing profession. So will they eligible to apply as well?
So when you say medical courses, what do you mean?
Some of the students have done MBBS in Bangladesh. Is Bachelor of Surgery and Bachelor of Medicine.
Okay.
So they have been working over there for 1 or 2 years.
And had they been working as a nurse?
They have been working as a medical officer, basically.
Okay. So one of the entry criteria for this is applicants must be a qualified nurse, midwife, or a health visitor in any field of practice, but you must have a registration license in your home country. So if those students can demonstrate that they have a registration license, I can't say for definite, but they might be eligible. If they're not eligible, we do have a 1-year nursing top-up degree in September intake, which students could then apply to. That's for September intake.
Okay, understandable now. So that means there is options available who is eligible, they can go for direct masters. Who's not eligible, they can go for September session top-up courses.
Top up, yes. As long as the student can demonstrate that they have official registration in their home country to their license to work as a healthcare provider, then that will be looked at. But that is an entry criteria, that you can provide your registration license.
Okay. And some of the students have done their degree for more than 3 years back, and due to the pandemic, a lot of IELTS centers was closed. Yeah. I know that the entry requirement is 6.0, 5.5. Is there any internal English test facilities or any other test the university accepts?
Yes, so we accept IELTS indicator, we accept TOEFL, we accept TOEFL online as well, and we accept everything except for Duolingo. Okay, and we also have our own internal test in collaboration with QA, which is a free online test. It's exactly the same as IELTS, and we just ask the student to be able to demonstrate that their English is already of an acceptable level, and then the QA test just confirms that with an official certificate.
Okay, and I believe as long as the student have the condition offer letter, that internal English test will be absolutely free of charge.
It is indeed, but the student does need to be able to demonstrate that perhaps through their high school education or similar, that they do have a good level of English already.
Okay. And the next course that I'd like to discuss is your law courses. I was actually having discussion with one of our students yesterday, and he was actually concentrating on LLB and LLM course, what is available for January sessions. So if you can go through with that particular courses, then it will be helpful for us.
Okay, perfect. So I'll just quickly explain which LLM programs we have available for January intake. So just bear with me. Okay, so for January intake, we do have we have 3 LLM programs that are open. So if you want, let me know which one is of most interest, and then we will talk through that. So the first is the LLM International Commercial Law. The second is Gender, Conflict and Human Rights. And the third is Human Rights and Transitional Justice.
I think
yeah.
Yes, in South Asia, majority of the students wants to go for commercial law. I think this is a popular topic for our students.
Brilliant. Bear with me 2 seconds and we'll talk through that. Okay, I'll just share my screen once more. Okay, so this is our 1-year Masters in International Commercial Law. Okay, it is on our Belfast campus. There are videos that students can go and watch on the online prospectus. The entry conditions for this is essentially an LLB. As long as you have 55% or above in your current LLB 4-year degree, you'll be eligible to apply for this program. Once again, if you have your MOI and it's within the last 3 academic years, you will be exempt from IELTS. Okay. Looking at an overview of the course, it is fully accredited. The course actually was created in conjunction with law firms within Belfast. There were local law firms and multinational firms that recognised that there was a gap in the market for students that had these particular skills. And the course director for Ulster worked with industry to develop this course, basically to ensure that graduates that specialised in commercial law had a great graduate opportunities to go into after. In terms of career options, you're looking at dispute resolution, also finance and banking, which again, I said there are many, many opportunities in Northern Ireland, intellectual property law, trade law, and also to work as an accredited mediator. So that is another great thing about this programme. It is accredited Hopefully you can see that. It's accredited by the mediation NI. So not only will you come out with your master's, but you will be a fully accredited mediator at the end of it. Okay. There also is opportunities for work experience and for internships with legal firms in Northern Ireland. Okay, and the modules are provided here. So obviously mediation is a focus, commercial law, intellectual property law, financial markets, and students will do a dissertation as part of this as well. Okay, so just to stress, it is a one-year program. The fees for the programme are £16,000 and students will get a £2,000 scholarship. So the fees for this programme after the scholarship are £14,000.
£14,000. And I think for the students, there's a £1,000 scholarship available if they apply before then, and if they are being selected, if I'm not wrong, Natasha.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so our prospective students who have gone through 2 courses, particularly the popular courses at the moment is nursing field. A lot of nurses is needed in the whole UK. After finishing the course, I think there's a great chance that the students will be eligible to apply their, theoretical knowledge into practice in Northern Ireland, and they're also eligible to apply for 2 years post-study work visa. And because nursing is a shortest occupation list in some part of and a lot of nurses is needed due to the current situations. So I highly recommend our viewers, our prospective students, and the guardians of our prospective students who is watching this live session. If you have any particular question in hand, you can email us to our info@hhglobalEDU.co.uk. Our Facebook, WhatsApp Messenger is open. Our dedicated online team is available. So any question in hand, please feel free to email us or WhatsApp us, or also message us. So we move on to our next questions. Actually, there is a great number of in terms of IT development in Bangladesh, and particularly in part of India as well, who want to go for computer science. And mostly, I can see there is another particular course that our students are mostly interested in, is data science.
Yes.
Which I can. So if we can go through these 2 particular courses, along with if there is any cyber security course, if we can discuss about that as well.
Brilliant. So the first we'll do is data science. Bear with me a moment. So data science is open for January intake. Data science has probably been our most popular program to date from India and from Bangladesh. We have the only data science institute in Northern Ireland. Just bear with me a moment while I share my screen. The great thing about this program is it is available as 1-year intake. It's available for January intake, but it's available as a 1-year program or 2-year program. Okay, so the 2-year program, you study for 1 year, and in your 2nd year, you do a research project. That research project, many of them are in conjunction with an industry partner at Ulster, but also it's great for students that are looking to potentially progress on to PhD opportunities. Okay, so 1 year or 2 years. The entry criteria is quite broad. So we ask for any students with a 4-year degree from Bangladesh, 55% or above. You must have studied in a subject area that's relevant to this program, such as computing, engineering, or a related discipline. So if you have studied in an area outside of this, please basically get in touch. We'll have a look at your documents and let you know if you're eligible to apply. The same applies for English language requirements if you have completed your degree within the last 3 academic years. So any students who have graduated after fall semester 2017, you're exempt from IELTS, okay? And again, if you do need to do IELTS, it's 6.0 with no band below 5.5. The work opportunities in this field are huge. In my presentation, I mentioned across the UK, in one snapshot alone on LinkedIn, there are over 14,000 job opportunities. within the area of data science. We in Northern Ireland, for example, there's a company called Allstate NI, which is a large American IT company. Every single day on the radio, they're advertising for graduates. They have many, many opportunities. Before I travelled, just before the pandemic, we met with one of the recruiters for Allstate, and they had opportunities for 400 graduates. So there's a big skills shortage and a demand in this particular area. And as I mentioned, Ulster has the only data science institute in Northern Ireland. So we really do specialise in this field.
Okay, and just for a counter question, actually, a lot of the students are asking, and because this work placement option is available to some other university as well. So, and some university just giving them a brief discussion. Look, this is the you will help you in terms of CV preparation, will help you just for give you just roughly ideas. So how different Ulster is in terms of the placement, how emphasizing to our prospective students so that they can definitely get the placements, work hard and get the practical experience while working over there. If you just emphasize on that particular point.
Yeah. So the first thing I would say is any university will tell you the best students will get the best placements. No university can guarantee a student a placement. If you do not engage with your course, if you do not put in the work, the placements aren't available. I'm afraid they're not handed to students on a plate. But the great thing about Ulster is this programme, hopefully you can see this, Data Science with Applied Research. It is a 2-year programme. Now, the first year is where you are in class, and the second year you are still in university. It's a research year, okay? But it's a research consultancy project in collaboration with industry partners. All right, so it does allow you to network, it does allow you to make a name for yourself in the sector and to get to know different companies across the UK that specialise in data science. If you hop onto the website, there are videos from the course director, from current students. Divyesh Sharma is on here as well. He was a student previously. So for students that choose the data science with applied research, the research project is guaranteed, and that gets you industry experience. You're not placed within a company, you're still working within the university, but it does get you connections with and work experience with industry partners.
Okay. So I think I can recommend our prospective students to say that if any students has a future intention to their PhD as well. So because this data science course has an applied research modules over there, and it is a great opportunity whether they want to work in the industry or want to be researching further research as well.
Yeah, no, it's a brilliant opportunity. It's really important to bear in mind the majority of these research projects, they are all in collaboration with companies. And those are companies that our course director, academics all have links to. So it does help you to get inroads into that sector.
Okay, and we can move into our next particular subject that students are interested in is computer science or cyber security. We can have a short discussion about it.
Yeah, no problem. So cybersecurity isn't something that we offer at Ulster University, but computer science is. So there is a 1-year master's in computer science that is available. It's also available to undergraduate entry. For those looking at undergraduate entry, there's a 1-year paid placement, and that is compulsory. So students are guaranteed that placement and it is paid. For the 1-year master's, again, there's opportunities to do projects with companies, but it's not an official internship. Fees for those are exactly the same, £14,700 with a guaranteed scholarship. Okay. Also, just to say, every single program. Sorry, I think the signal was going there. Every single program within those schools is fully accredited. Okay. Sorry, I think I lost your signal there.
Can you hear me, Natasha?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, Natasha can. Yes. Sorry. What did you say? We actually lost. You lost last answer. What was the?
No problem. It's also just to say, students, please do look at the website for the online prospectus. Do look at the About section and also the accreditations. Every single one of the programs that we discussed, including MSc Nursing, is all fully accredited, so it's all recognised worldwide.
Okay. And our next, the interested courses for our prospective students is a business field, like MSc International Business or MBA. So this is actually the total number of applications the interest students we receive from particularly Bangladesh, India. There are 30 to 40% students who goes for business courses. Then we either chose for MSc International Business or they want to go for particularly their MBA course. So if you can go through about that, the entry requirements and all, that would be great.
No problem. So for MBA, we ask for 2 years work experience, but that 2 years work experience does not have to be paid. Okay. It can be voluntary, it can be internships, and it can also be work experience that you did as a project during school or university, or it can be where you have worked with family. Okay. So both the MBA and the international business, they both come, let me just share my screen. They both come with advanced practice modules. So that is a 15-week unpaid internship. So this is MBA. You can go onto our website. You can hear from previous students as well. Our business school, one of the strengths as a business school is their industry partners. Some of the consultancy projects that those students doing the advanced practice modules have done have been incredible. And again, it stands you in good stead for obviously your post-study work visa that you've already made links with companies within the UK. Entry criteria for the business school, you just need 55% in any degree, so you can come from any discipline. That's 55% for your degree, and English language is exactly the same. Now, for students coming from India, we also accept 70% or above in your standard 12. Okay. The fees are exactly the same, 14,700 for the 1 year business program or 19,700 for the 2 year business program. And again, students will get a minimum scholarship of £2,000. Okay.
Yes.
All modules and everything is on the website. What I would say about the MBA is it covers everything from accounting and finance, and also please bear in mind every single one of our accounting academics are all fully ACCA chartered and accredited.
Okay, so that means students who are going to finish their MBA or MSc International Business courses, there will be options. If any prospective students wants to move on to ACCA, they'll get some exemptions based on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and the one other question that some of the students asking in terms of 2 years work experience, is that 2 years work experience has to be in full-time positions or it can be a part-time basis?
Anything. So we accept voluntary placements, community work, if you worked with your father, your family business, internships, everything. It doesn't have to be from 2017 to 2019. It can be 2015 for 2 months, 2016 for 5 months, and so on. So please don't worry. And please just demonstrate that in your statement of purpose. In your statement of purpose, just outline your work experience and your business, your enthusiasm for business and your business skills.
Okay, so I would say to our prospective students that in terms of the 2 years, that majority of students was bit concerned because they have done their degree and they didn't have time to go for 2 years work experience, but they want to do an MBA. So Ulster University is an excellent opportunity because throughout your bachelor degree, if you have done any part-time work, and also you are engaged with your father's business or family business, that all will be counted as long as you demonstrate it in your CV and also demonstrate in your personal statement that how do you think that experience will be helpful for completing your MBA qualifications.
Exactly. And another great tip is to try to get a reference from an employer. So even if it was part-time work, try to get a reference from that employer.
Okay. Yes, I think it is a, good flexibility in terms of the students from some South Asian point of view, because majority of the students, they tend to work part time while they're finishing their degrees in Bangladesh and India. So in terms of the another question that students are asking about the study gap, how many is the study gap that Ulster University will accept after finishing their degree or all?
You do not need to worry about a study gap as long as you can prove that you were working during that period of time, and in your statement of purpose you outline what you were doing. So if you graduated in 2010 and you want to study in 2020, as long as you outline that you have 10 years work experience, that is completely fine. A study gap does not matter.
Okay, and some students we are receiving the documents is like that. They during that period of time, some month or some of the years, they had some gap that actually did not work. For example, they finished the degree in 2012. They're looking for jobs. After 1 year, they finished that they finally got a job. So that 1 year gap would gonna affect the application, or it should be fine.
It shouldn't do. It shouldn't do. It will depend on the particular student. But as long as they can show that since then they have worked, they have gained skills and experience, it should be fine.
Okay. So prospective students, as Natasha already mentioned, that students with a study gap, as long as you demonstrate yourself, you where you are working and how engage yourself to the work, and also how do you feel that the prospective course you are going for is going to helpful for your future career. Ulster University is flexible in that particular point. And we also mentioned that students coming from recent graduates from, I think, fall 2017, they all are eligible for English exemptions. And I think just to keep in mind that, because what we are emphasizing is, as the university giving English exemptions doesn't mean that you still don't sorry. Can you, okay? Students need to demonstrate their speaking ability as well. So I would highly recommend students apply. Those students should apply who has the good command in English, because some cases we're receiving that students, although done a degree with in fall 2017, but their command of English is not that up to the mark. So I would.
Guys, we really need to emphasize this, and I completely support what you say. You probably will have a credibility interview for UKVI for your visa. Your spoken English and your listening, your hearing has to be perfect. Okay, so your level of English needs to be really good. So even if you have your MOI, you need to practice, because the important thing is a UKVI visa officer will call you and they will have a discussion with you. So your English needs to be good.
Yes, yes. So I highly recommend to our prospective students who are actually interested to study at Ulster University, you submit your application as soon as possible, get your offer letters done, and at the same time, we recommend you to practice your speaking and listening abilities so that you can complete your credit interview quickly as well. Now, in terms of the application process, I should, for our prospective students, if I can give them just short brief in terms of applying it, how many days that will take, and any sort of guideline you can provide to us.
So we ask students to apply through yourself. Everything is online. It is quite short and simple. We ask you to complete an online form, which obviously H&H Global will help you with. You will get a conditional offer letter via email within 48 hours, so just 2 days, 2 working days. That conditional offer letter will then ask you for your documents, and your documents will include your passport, statement of purpose, your academic transcripts and your degree certificate, and your English language. So your English language can be your MOI. Okay, you will then get a final offer letter, an updated offer letter within approximately 2 weeks. Okay, you always keep in close contact with myself if you have any questions or if you need your application to be pushed through. Please bear in mind that it is a very busy time. January intake, we receive thousands of applications. So I would urge your students, if you're thinking of applying, you need to apply today or tomorrow because January is very busy. But I also want to stress that the really unique and great thing about Ulster is we have a good number of international students, but we don't have thousands and thousands. So we will know you. As a student, we will know your name. We will be able to welcome you. The team will get to know if you have any problems. You'll get to make friends easier. So many universities for January intake might have an intake of approximately 1,000, 2,000 students. So some big universities in England, we will have an intake of approximately 100. Okay, so as a student, you will get one-to-one support. You'll get to know the team a lot easier. You're not just a number, you're a person. And that's one of the lovely things I want to stress. It's a very different experience at Ulster in that way. People are very warm, friendly. They say you're coming to a family rather than coming to, you know, a massive institution with thousands and thousands and thousands of students. You'll get to know people a lot easier.
Okay. And after getting the offer letters, unconditional offer letters, students need to pay the deposits. I recommend the students, although the £2,000 is the minimum requirement, depending on your circumstances, if you like to pay more, it is highly recommended as well, because then it is going to reduce your total fees. So the institutional plan you are getting from the university will be lower as well.
Yeah.
And after after paying the fees, is there any credible interview for the university as a prospective?
No, the university does not do a credibility interview. The next step after paying your deposit is our compliance team, which is our visa team, will get in touch with you for your medical certificate and your bank statement. The more you pay in your tuition fees, the less you will have to evidence on your bank statement. Okay, your bank statement obviously must have matured for 28 days. Once you have sent those to us, your CAS will be issued and then you can apply for your visa. But the university does not do a credibility interview, no.
Okay, so yes, so this is the short process in terms. This is the whole process in terms of the getting the offer letters to apply for the visa. What should I say to our prospective students in terms of the timeline, from making the application, getting the CAS letters?
It depends on the student. If you are the perfect student, you make your application, 2 days later, you'll have your first offer letter. If you upload those documents and you get in touch with me, you could have your unconditional offer letter within 10 days. So say 2 weeks from making the application through to paying your deposit. Pay your deposit immediately. If your bank statement is already ready to go, so that's what I would say to students, please make sure that your bank statement is in order and that you are booking a test date for your medical as soon as possible. The whole process from application through to CAS could take 3 weeks, it could take 4 weeks. It just depends on you, your bank statement, and when you can get that medical test. Okay, but if you are the perfect student and you follow our instructions and you do everything without delay, the whole process can be very, very fast.
Okay, so I would recommend our prospective students, when you're applying, please send your all qualifications in one go. Your CV, your personal statements, you demonstrate yourself, how you want to, particularly when writing the personal statement, you need to make sure that you're writing why you want to do this course, how this course is going to help you for your future career. So there are some key points. Our dedicated applications team is available. So any sort of support you need, they'll be able to help you how to write personal statements as well if you are missing any key points in the personal statement. So, and also I think academic reference letters is also important, and along with the work experience letter if you have any study gap. And as Natasha already mentioned, our prospective Bangladeshi students and Indian students for 70% 12th grade English marks, and for Bangladesh, as long as you have demonstrate that your previous bachelor degree is done after fall 2017, and you it is conducted in English, you will be eligible to apply for English exemptions. And rather than that, you need to get 6.0, no less than 5.5. Another thing, actually, for our Indian students, India has a big country with a different board of educations. So that 70% is eligible to every board.
No, it's not. And I will send you the list of boards. It's approximately 5 boards. So just to go through very, very quickly, this is for India.
Yeah.
And for India applicants, bear with me a second, we accept Standard 12, 70% or above from the following state boards. So West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, I can never pronounce this, Karnataka, and yes, Maharashtra. Those are the 4 state boards that we accept 70% or above from. Okay. However, if you have your MOI within the last 3 academic years and Standard 12, 70%, you're completely exempt.
Okay, so as long as they have done their 12th grade from any state board, and you have a medium instructions in last 3 years, it doesn't matter which board they completed their bachelor 12th grade.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so our prospective students from India, particularly I would say from Ahmedabad and the Visakhapatnam, where our office is located. If you have a degree which is fall 2017, after fall 2017, and you have a 70% 12th grade English, you are eligible to apply for English exam to way. So you need to prove your IELTS or any other English language. Any other English qualifications. And more.
Can I also just really quickly share this screen? Because this is a little bit more complicated. This is only for India applicants, okay? So I've highlighted if your degree is taught in the medium of English. So it's over 3 years. So if you graduated 5 years ago, okay, and you have Standard 12, 70% from any state board. So if you come from Kerala, if you have come from Kerala and you have 70% in your Standard 12, and your degree, your MOI, is within the last 5 years, that will also meet our English language requirements.
Okay, so instead of 3 years, it will be 5 years, as long as they have done it.
Yeah, so up to about 5 years, but you can have your 70% in any state board. It doesn't have to be those 4. Okay, that's on our website.
Okay, so as long as you have a 70% English mark and you have done it last 5 years, you are eligible to apply for English exemptions, and you will get and in terms of the scholarships, I think it doesn't have to be for any nationality. It's for everybody. It doesn't matter from Bangladesh or India. The 2,000 pound is eligible for everybody.
Yeah, it is. It's for everyone.
Okay, and is there any particular nationality scholarship or anything at Ulster University offering?
For India, we have 2. We have 2 great British Council Great Scholarships, and they are £10,000 each. But that is for September intake.
Okay, I understand the point actually. So I should say for our prospective students for January sessions, the scholarship available is up to £2,000. So just keep in mind that January is a very I should say that very crowded in terms of the applications the Ulster University receives, because the timeline after September to January is very short. So there are a lot of students, prospective students, apply for this intake. So I would apply if you are expecting a scholarship for 2,000 or further 1,000. I recommend you to submit your application as soon as possible, because this scholarship is depending on the seats availability. And another thing is that a lot of students are deferred their course from September to January because of COVID-19. So that's why the number of applications is quite high compared to I should say from last January as well. So the earlier the student will apply, the better for them to get being accepted, and also as from 2021 summer onwards, the post-study work visa is coming. So the earlier you are coming to this country, you're getting the opportunity of 2 years post-study work visa as well.
Yeah, exactly.
We have started getting some questions to our emails, and one of our students actually named Nasima has done it. Let me read the email. Nasima has done a 3 years BCom qualification in Bangladesh and a 1 year master's. So basically, it's common in Bangladesh. They are doing a 3 years bachelor degree. It's not a bachelor degree. It's called it is a BSS qualification.
That's fine.
And followed by a 1 year master's. So what is suggestions on those particular students?
That's completely fine. We also accept that. So give me 2 seconds and I'll just show you our screen for you. Give me 2 seconds. But yeah, you can come. It's the same across South Asia. Many students will come with a shorter degree and followed by your master's. That's completely fine. So we ask for as long as you have passed that master's, following your 3 or 4 year bachelor degree, we accept 3 years, you are eligible to apply. That's absolutely no problem. We're delighted if you want to apply following your master's.
Yes. So now, if for English exemptions for those particular students, what will be the situation? Is the same as long as they demonstrate?
Yep, exactly the same. So if you can provide us with your English proficiency letter or your medium of instruction letter from your master's, it's completely accepted, as long as it's within the last 3 academic years. So after fall 2017.
Okay. So prospective students, I think you have a doubt that last time you asking one question is that if the English exemption is only for bachelor degree students who have done a bachelor degree. This is not the case. As long as you demonstrate that you have a master's as well, students who finish their bachelor followed by a master's, 3 years bachelor degree followed by a master's, they are also eligible to apply. Now, some other students has done a degree, 3 years, 4 years bachelor degree, then they have a study gap, they work during their time, and then they have done a followed 1 year master's. So those particular students also eligible to apply for English exemptions, if I'm not wrong, Natasha.
Yeah, as long as it's from their master's, yeah, that's completely fine. I would just remind students, please make sure, sorry, as long as you can see me, please make sure your English is of a good standard, because if you get through your credibility interview for your visa and you arrive in the UK, if you do not complete your assignments and your exams, your visa is pulled. So if your English isn't good enough to do the course, your visa is withdrawn. So please, we always have to remind students, even if you have your English proficiency letter, your English must be good.
Okay. And is there any particularly list of universities in Bangladesh, that university accepting MOIs, or as long as
it's a recognized university by both NARIC and HEC, it's completely recognized. Yeah, that is fine.
Okay. And our another question is that what is the CGPA? Okay, so in terms of CGPA, I think I can give this answer to the prospective students.
Yeah.
So 55% marks in Bangladesh is equivalent to 2.50 CGPA. So as long as you have a 2.50 CGPA in Bangladesh, depending on your bachelor or master's, you are eligible to apply for the direct bachelor degree, direct master degree in Ulster University January sessions.
Yeah.
As you know that we have quite a large number of, I should say, a good number of master's courses available at Ulster University January sessions. So feel free to send your qualifications, and we will get back to you with the full details. We are getting another question from one of the students, Jannatul. Okay, let me go through that, what the student was asking. The student, Farhana Alam, the student has done a 4-year degree from Premier University. Farhana, I think I can answer these questions to you. I would recommend you to send your full qualifications, because through the emails you send it to us, it's not quite clear that whether you have been working for last 2 years or not. I would recommend you to send your full qualifications, full clarifications since 2016, what you have been doing, and based on that, we can give you the particular answer of it. Okay. So I would ask our prospective students, we are actually going through question and answer sessions now. We are receiving text messages and also emails. So if you have any questions in hand, please feel free to email us or WhatsApp us, or also you can send us a text message to our Facebook Messenger. We'll be able to try our best to give the answers according to your question. So feel free to send us. The other student asking about Duolingo. And no, Fahad, Duolingo, we don't accept it, although some other university accept Duolingo, but Ulster University don't accept Duolingo. Apart from Duolingo, you can set IELTS indicators, which is quite easiest way. It is online as well, and British Council is quite easily giving this result.
Yeah.
The second options for you, if you think that your English is up to the mark, I recommend you to book Ulster University internal English test. And through this test, it is completely free of charge. As long as you submit your application, get a conditional offer letter, we will be able to help you to book your English test as well. So I recommend you to book these two tests and submit your applications as well. But unfortunately, the university don't accept Duolingo. Now, another student was asking about, let me go through that. Sorry, Natasha, I had to go through the student documents and okay, one of the student named Moon, she has done a diploma in from the State Medical Faculty of Bangladesh. The diploma in medical faculty, the course is yes. So basically, she has been doing a medical assistant officer for last 2 years. Along with that, she has a diploma in nursing for 4 years diploma. I think students with a 4 years diploma, they're not eligible for.
Students with 4-year diploma are eligible to apply for the 1 year top up, which is available in September intake. Yeah.
Yes, so I think Moon, I think you are not eligible for a master's qualification because your diploma qualification it does equivalent to level 5. That does not equivalent to level 6 qualification. So that's why you need to do a top up qualification. Ulster has a top up for September session. I would recommend you to submit your applications and get the offer letter of September, and you can prepare yourself also IELTS, because you will not get English exemptions based on your diploma. The only English exemptions you have is as long as you have a degree qualification from Bangladesh, or you have a 3 years degree followed by a master's qualification. So other than that, you need to demonstrate your English. So I recommend you to submit your full qualifications so that we can submit your applications as well. And we are actually nearly finishing our sessions. I will still wait for a couple of 5 to 10 minutes for our prospective students. If you have any question in hand, I recommend you to submit your questions to our Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and also email us as well if you have any particular questions. Now, in terms of the couple of 1 or 2 issues I'd like to discuss, Natasha, is the quarantine period for our prospective for January sessions. So what is the situation now? What are the steps the Ulster University has taken?
Yep. So students will have to quarantine for 2 weeks whenever they arrive into the UK. The university has, we call it a self-isolation package. So students can book that. That includes a food package. It includes airport transfers. It includes your bedding when you arrive, toiletry package. All that has been created by the university. And students in September have already come through that, all very successfully. There's lots of support, so students don't need to worry.
Okay, and another situation that students are facing is getting the visas on time. And I know that.
Yeah, so for Bangladesh, guys, Bangladesh is a long time for your visa, okay? And the pandemic has made things even worse. So any students thinking of applying need to apply this week. at the very latest. You need to apply this week. You need to get your documents in, pay your deposit, get your CAS, do everything as quickly as possible. Ulster University is very flexible. There's visa delays across South Asia, not just Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, there's visa delays. We have students for September intake that are only arriving today. Okay, we have some students that still haven't arrived. So please do not worry. There is flexibility for most of the courses.
Okay, so there'll be a blended learning approach, I believe. Students can enroll online.
There is indeed, yeah. So we will support you in any way we can. We know it's not your fault. The visa centres are very slow. We know it's not your fault. So as an applicant, I would just ask you to apply as quickly as possible, submit all your documents, and then it's over to the visa centre. But Ulster is very flexible, so please do not worry.
And in terms of the application deadline and also the class starting date, do you have a roughly idea about it?
Yeah, so the application deadline is the 29th of November. However, that is very late for Bangladesh, so please do not do that because of your visa. The deadline for your CAS to be submitted, so this means that your bank statement must have matured, is the 8th of January. Okay, so the absolute latest that you can start to mature your bank statement is the beginning of December at the very latest. The money must be in your account by the beginning of December. Class starts in the middle of January, and the last date that students can be issued with their CAS is the 11th of January. But I really want to stress that for Bangladesh, that is very late. If you are not submitting everything until those deadlines, you might be delayed starting until 2 months. And you don't want to miss the experience, okay? You want to get here as quickly as possible. You don't want to miss anything.
Okay. So I would recommend our students to apply as soon as possible. As Natasha mentioned, the deadline is end of November, but I recommend to apply as soon as possible, get your applications done. And the places are limited as well. A lot of students are applying, and a lot of deferrals as well from September to January.
Yeah.
So make your applications as early as possible. And our dedicated support team, H&H Global team, is available in Bangladesh, in Dhaka. Our Indian team in Ahmedabad is available as well. And in our London head office, our dedicated team who are going to help you from your submitting your applications to prepare you for your personal statement, to help you guideline how you can write your personal statement. Along with that, we're going to help you for your credibility interview as well. Particularly students of Bangladesh, I highly recommend your credibility interview is very, very important. Don't take it lightly. Our dedicated team is here. They will able to support you in terms of the interview preparations and all. Okay, so whoever have any other questions, and I would recommend them to send your queries to us as soon as possible. We are nearly finishing our sessions today. I would thank you, Natasha, to give his valuable time to us and discuss about different courses Ulster University offering. Why our prospective students choose Ulster in Northern.
You're very welcome. It's lovely to join everyone.
Ireland campus particularly. Yes, and thank you very much. And I'd like to say to Natasha to give his closing speech, just to give 1-2 lines to our prospective students.
Yeah, no problem at all. Just to say thank you everyone for joining. If you have any questions, honestly, I'm more than happy to support. Please do keep in touch with the team at H&H Global, and please do make those applications as quickly as possible so that you do get to avail of the scholarships. Make sure that there's places still available and you get your visa as quickly as possible. All the support is there. We're very, very happy to help, and thank you. Yeah,
thank you very much, Natasha. Thank you very much. Hope to organize another session in coming future. Okay.
No problem. Oh, can I just actually mention one final point? Many students, guardians, parents that are on this discussion will obviously be very worried about the current pandemic. Yeah. Please do your research and look. One of the great things about Northern Ireland is the safety. Northern Ireland has a much less population. The pandemic in Northern Ireland is very different here than it is in England. We have approximately 6,000-7,000 cases. England has about 400 1,000 cases. It's very different. So you can see that online, but in terms of safety and COVID, it is a very safe place to be. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, Natasha, for joining our session today. Take care. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
So, dear viewers, we just finished our session today with Ulster University main campus in Northern Ireland. We discussed about the different courses available to Ulster University, the English exemptions getting our prospective students from South Asia, particularly Bangladesh and India. And we've gone through a bit more about different courses available for January 2021 session and also September 2021. Students who are not being able to join the session today, I recommend them to go through our Facebook and YouTube channels, and you can go to our Facebook and YouTube channel and have a look. And apart from, if you have any other questions in your mind, you can WhatsApp us and email us as well. Our next live session will be on the next week, 4th of November. One of our other partners, Kingston University, will be available with us. And till then,